Oh boy, here we go again. I'm going to be going through one of my clients' comments on my private course group page. Her comment is epic. What is up, everyone? Welcome to my very humble channel where I am working very hard tonight on a bunch of stuff like the house, the challenge, my clients, and videos. Today, I want to go over what happened on my course page. I run a course page where I cover keto, omnivore, carnivore, and low carb, high fat. The reason why I cover, I need to look up here. The reason why I cover all three diets is because there's not a one size fits all. What that means is people do carnivore and they might have amazing success if they do it for the short term. Or people will do a ketogenic diet and they'll have amazing success. Or people do low carb, high fat and they'll have amazing success. For example, some people choose to do low carb, high fat because they have hypoglycemia, or they have a gallbladder problem, or they have a thyroid issue. And no matter how many times they try to do a carnivore diet or high fat, ketogenic, anything, they can't. They can't get their blood sugar balance. They can't get their stress down. You might be a third shift night worker. Now, some third shift night workers can get into ketosis and balance their blood sugar, but it's like you have to be a monk in between your work hours if you start working at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. But let's go into one of the comments from this page. This new member of my course page, I do live Q&As every Sunday, and she wrote this history of how it was to do a carnivore diet. And I thought I would just read a snapshot of it, not the whole thing, because it's freaking hilarious. But it also is very telling. People are having issues on carnivore, and you guys become confused. You're like, I don't understand. Like, everybody else is doing amazing on carnivore. Why am I the one person who's not doing amazing? And that is because you're not alone. Most people are hiding what's really going on. You could have benefits, right? You could do a carnivore diet, your eczema could go away, you could lose 60 pounds, you could do all these things, but develop a thyroid problem. Hair might start falling out, or you might start to develop this sort of affectation that you might see in fasting, or like dark circles under the eyes, or you might have loose stool or constipation, and then they don't tell you that. And then they just make it look like it's amazing. And then you try it and have all these symptoms and don't understand. Even the gurus, I don't think, are really telling everything. I'm actually going to do a review, not today, not tonight. But by the way, somebody made some ridiculous comment like, oh my God, Stephanie, you are preaching about blue light exposure, but you're exposed to blue light exposure when you do these videos. And I'm like, yeah, when I work on the course, when I work on the challenge, when I work on all the stuff for the contractors, I'm working in blue light. So one day I will be working in candlelight, but that is not now. But I digress. Okay, let's get into it. Let's watch this comment from my client because it is fantastic. It's amazing. I can't get enough of it. Yeah, because we trade personal information here. But it says my carnivore meals were ridiculous. I would have 3 to 4 eggs for breakfast, tons of coffee with cream, 10 ounces of New York strip steak for lunch, and then maybe have a half a pound of ground beef or turkey for dinner. Many influencers and keto carnivore / doctors say you have to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal weight. So it's really crazy how some will say 1 gram of protein per pound, and one will say 1 gram per gram. And so just right there, there's two different ways to measure protein according to your body weight. You could either measure it in pounds or measure it in grams, like weighted grams. It makes no sense. So basically, let's continue here. She says, 1 gram of protein per pound, ideal weight. So I was always trying to reach 130 grams of protein, which is way too much. Yes, it is 130 grams of protein for a person who's, I think she said she was 5'4", something like that. Was eating way too much protein. Eating this way is making me bloated. Like I was 5 months pregnant, and she's consistently constipated for 3 to 4 days. Not normal for me. I never had problems going to the bathroom, but I kept doing it to heal. Oh my God, it makes me so angry. Why did I listen to this BS? I've been binge watching Stephanie since Sunday. I found one of her videos about too much protein. What? 60 grams? Like 60 grams, that's all I need? Now I've sort of widened the range a little bit from 50 to about 70. On Monday, I cut down protein to 60 to 70 and upped my fat intake to more than 100 grams of butter. And I was able to sleep through the night for the first time since May. I still woke up at 3 a.m., but I was able to go back to bed. Yesterday and last night, I was able to sleep for 7 hours and 30 minutes. It's like a miracle. I bought some pork belly and ate it for lunch. Very fatty, so I'm not sure how much protein or fat on it, how much protein or fat was on it, and also had around 3 ounces of roast, 3 tablespoons of butter for dinner. Had butter throughout the day. Another miracle! My face looks so much better. My skin looks silky and soft. It's like I had some Botox. I could not believe that lowering my protein would make such a change. I was never able to sleep that much without a prescription medication. My belly shrank a lot. I understand why Stephanie is so passionate about this, which is warning you guys how to be careful not to eat too much protein. Yes, the stupid advice that people gave online can seriously harm us. She saved my life. I'm still freaking out about gaining more weight, but at least I'm sleeping, so I'm happy with that. Still trying to lose 21 pounds now, but I'll keep trying. Going to bed early, going outside barefoot a few times a day to reduce stress. I'll do a consultation soon, but I have just happy to be here. Isn't that awesome? That's an awesome, awesome message. So let me click out of here. Kablami! Normally I've been taking my lives and recording like another video, and I'll cover the camera and I'll do it like this, or no, I'll do it like this, right? People are like, what are you doing? Are you freaking like lost your marbles? I do it to edit so I know where to cut. Not my normal videos that, you don't do that. But when I'm trying to take a video and then edit it, it's a very easy way to take like a StreamYard or a Zoom video and then cut it up. But you got to know where the editing spots are. So I'll like cover the camera up, something. What did I show now? Hopefully I didn't show anything. No, I didn't. Okay. So that's what I normally do. But tonight I don't feel like it. So we're just going raw. Okay, y'all, we're going raw with it. I'm only going to do like 2 edits and then like go to bed. But that was an amazing message with this particular person. I didn't leave the whole message because she was explaining a lot more that was going on with her evolution of going into carnivore and expecting all these miracles. And all of a sudden she did amazing in the beginning, but then start having these problems. And she's like, I'm pissed. I'm freaking pissed off. And that's the beginning of it. She's like, I'm so pissed. And I love people who are so candid like that, because I need to look up here. So many people don't know how to express themselves. And then I have people in my comment section like, oh my God, Stephanie, you're just so condescending. And I'm like, no, I'm just tired of the nonsense and the BS that we've learned. I mean, these days for me have really been a complete awakening of not only what's happening in the world today, but how I feel about myself, about life, being online, which is very difficult because I'm at this age and I've been famous before as a pro skateboarder. I'm in the Smithsonian Institute, and, you know, the whole like keto thing when nobody knew what keto or who keto was, and I could go to different places and you'd be like, oh my God, that's Stephanie, the keto person. So at this juncture, this is what I do. I love helping people. It's so fun. I think it started with skateboarding and teaching at a bunch of summer camps, and it's really exciting to watch people excel at something. In this case, it's people's health. And when you're getting advice to eat protein, eat a bunch of protein and it's fine, or hey, just add fruit. I mean, who cares if you have a fructose intolerance or if you have histamine intolerance to this type of stuff, or if you have hypoglycemia and you have fruit and you crash, or your liver enzymes are high and you can't handle the fructose. People leave out very important little, not little, big details, and it confuses people. And I really truly believe that either you haven't done it long enough. When I first did keto, I didn't notice an electrolyte issue for 5 freaking years. I didn't. I mean, maybe it was there, but I didn't notice anything loud. The first time I noticed something happened wrong on keto is when my ribs started locking up. Like they would just, you could see that I was so freaking potassium deficient and magnesium deficient and dehydrated, and didn't know I was suffering from low blood pressure. I had no idea. I mean, things were happening, but you ignore them because the benefits are so many. I wasn't crashing. I wasn't having hypoglycemia anymore. I was feeling really, really good. But those things like me developing melasma on my skin, it was so bad. If we go back to some of those videos, I need to do a video talking about melasma. And I don't wear that much makeup. I put so much freaking foundation, and I could never find the foundation that matched my skin color. So I would just look at my videos and just cringe. Because what am I doing? I don't wear that much makeup anyway. And I'm like, caking on the foundation to get rid of all of the hyperpigmentation off my skin. But the point that I'm saying, my beautiful people, is that just because you heard that my cousins, uncles, brothers, neighbors, mechanics, daughters, golf buddy, did amazing on carnivore or ketogenic diets does not mean that you will. And for those who are like, I did amazing fasting, it was so great, and then they never show a picture of themselves, they're not tracking anything to show you. It gets the common person confused. Like, why are they not having the same amazing miracles and benefits from doing these diets? But I love to do videos kind of breaking down how to be careful. In this case, the woman was talking about eating too much protein. It was like ungodly amounts of protein. What did she say? She said she had um she bought pork belly. She was eating, oh wait, let me see here. It's so funny. My carnivore meals were ridiculous. I would have 3 to 4 eggs for breakfast, tons of coffee with cream, which a lot of people say is fine, which is not fine. New York strip for lunch, and then maybe half a pound of ground beef or turkey for dinner. That's a lot of meat. So a pound of 16 ounces, 8 ounces of ground beef. Barf, constipation. Somebody said in my comment section that like that's not a lot of meat and you can't hurt yourself. And I'm like, are you dumb? Listen to the video. If you're chronically dehydrated, Your kidneys have to filter out protein byproducts, waste products, uric acid, urea. And if you go and do this for a very long time and your GFR lowers, the rate at which your kidneys can filtrate the blood lowers, and your blood pressure lowers, and you're trying to stuff a bunch of protein through the kidneys. This is why so many people have back pain. Like, they don't know. They're like, oh, why does that hurt back here? It's so crazy how one person, an influencer, can completely make somebody so confused and harm their body. I'm actually going to review Shawn Baker's new videos. Now, I'm going to say about Shawn, I don't talk about him that much because he's delightful, sweet guy. He's had me on his channel before. He used to live in California. I used to live in California. We decided to leave because we don't want to deal with this garbage that's happening in the world today. But we talked about meeting up and everything. Super cool dude. But dietarily, we're not always aligned. He said I'm changing my carnivore diet. He's adding more fat, which I'm aligned with. But it's very interesting. And I'm going to do a review of his 2 videos and let's see what he says, but not tonight. Clearly, I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about one of my members on my course page. So if you want to join that page, it's $15 a month. You just sign up at stephanieperson.com. And of course, I've been working on the challenge. I've been slowing down at certain points because I'm building a house and it's stressful beyond belief. I have this idea that I want to do everything, right? I'm taking care of my animals. I'm, fixing stuff by myself. I'm breaking my back doing it, busting my knee doing it. I have to work out. I have clients. I do consultations. I'm trying to finish a book. I'm trying to finish the challenge and research things and do videos for YouTube. So sometimes the people who do just, political commentary, or they'll do just lifestyle vlogs, it's so much easier. I'm trying to do everything, lifestyle vlogs, commentary. It's daunting, but come heaven or high hell, this challenge will get done and it will be epic. It's basically all these things that I've learned stuck in 30 days. So it's $30 for 30 days. And what's difficult is like moving all the puzzle pieces around, making sure that everyone gets very simplified, but, mic drop punching information that they could use forever. That's the goal of this, like referencing back to videos and PDF files that cut to the chase. Let's just get right down to it and not a bunch of blah, 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 just right to the point. You can follow me on Instagram at Stephanie Ketogenic, or you can go to Stephanie, the business person, on my Facebook fan page. You can also book a consultation if you need my help, because like this woman said, she was doing pretty bad until she was like dirt listening to Stephanie's advice. A lot of you guys think that I'm such a purist and I'm so extreme. I'm not really that extreme. I have had grass-fed, grain-fed. When you go out to a restaurant, you're having grain-fed beef. I have had that. It's not like I'm avoiding restaurants. Well, maybe a little bit more now because I'm not getting M&M injected into my food. I call it M&M. You know me with switching words around. Also, yeah, anyway, it's time for me. It's time for me to settle down. I just thought I would do a normal video where I'm not like editing and trying to make everything look amazing. It's so fabulous. God, it's so difficult to be this online thing. And by the way, people are like clickbaiting thumbnail. If you don't clickbait, they don't share your content. I have avoided all of this and it doesn't get you anywhere. It's like you work so hard to have a huge reach and being able to get into people's lives and help influencing people with their health. And you have to do clickbaiting titles and clickbaiting thumbnails, and nobody can get around it. Someone said, I hate those expressions, like, it's like, you have to. It's so stupid. I would stop that in a second if I didn't have to do it. Like, I avoided the ads on my videos. I avoided the thumbnails. I didn't do any of that for years. You can go back to my videos. I didn't do it. I didn't monetize my videos. I didn't want to care about that. I just wanted to put out good content, but it totally shot me in the foot. So now but tonight I thought it would just be stuff. Thought I wouldn't go and to be so darn professional and all that and just read something sloppily through this live, well, sort of pre-recorded live, half-ass edited. Comment below if eating too much protein has been a problem, if you've had loose stool or constipation. Let me know how your carnivore journey has been thus far. And perhaps you may not recognize some of the issues. Like my issues were melasma, my issues were magnesium, potassium deficiency, low blood pressure. Those were the worst through my keto and carnivore journey. And also getting bloated after doing carnivore for almost a year off of plants. Like when I tried to reintroduce back plants for the potassium benefits, I fucked myself up. But now I'm fine. Now my gut's like, thank you. You're so fabulous. I have a lot of videos on DAO and diamine oxidase, so go check that out. Maybe I'll link it after this, and so I can explain and show you guys what I mean when it comes to eating fiber to not poop or anything like that, but to just stabilize the bacteria in your gut, because we don't want a dysbiotic gut and a lowering of N-methyltransferase and diamine oxidase. All right, guys, if you want to learn more, and it's time for me to do another lifestyle vlog video and show the animals, show the house build, but that's coming soon. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. Like I said, book a consultation or go to my Instagram, Stephanie Ketogenic, and check out all the stuff that I post on that platform. And it's time for me to be out because it's time for me to go to bed because, I'm supposed to hit that circadian rhythm. And I'm out. I'm 56 now, on my way to 57, and I love it. I really, really love learning about making the body better, stronger, happier, and also my heart. And I'm out. Peace.